So welcome to my another video. This is the third video of the series of Danish pension schemes. And so far in the previous two videos, we have discussed about particularly um, the on arrival information and checklist. So whatever information that I have shared so far does not include any pension schemes information, but the previous two videos that are part of the series tells you about on arrival information, in which you basically see what all things you need to follow. For example, you need to get a CPR number, then you need to get a bank account, your salary slip sorted, taxation, tax card, etc., etc. So we have already discussed about this. We have also discussed about the must-have applications. So, for example, you should have MIT ID application or Bullock portal if you're looking for housing, or maybe Reezy Planner for your travel planner. And there are many other apps that we discussed in previous videos. So in this video, we are directly going to jump for basically we are going to start now the real stuff. For example, we start from the optional processes. So this is where we left right after discussing what are the applications that you should have. For example, we discussed about these applications that you must install as soon as you arrive in Denmark, and you should get these applications activated. Now, there are few optional processes, of course. For example, unemployment insurance, which can be part of your pension scheme, which we will discuss in further slides. There is another thing, if you are coming from, let's say, Indian subcontinent, then probably you have to pass a license test if you want to convert your home country license to the Danish driving license. And of course, learning Danish is always preferable. I personally use Duolingo. Duolingo is very easy to use and it's very intuitive. So it will definitely help you learning Danish. Okay, so there are three different kinds of schemes. First scheme is normal scheme or the ordinary pension scheme. In ordinary pension scheme, contributions are not taxed when paid into the pension fund, whereas pension payments are at requirement will be taxed. So most of the Danish people follow this kind of pension scheme where you are not basically paying anything before anything in tax before you basically invest money, but at the time of withdrawal, when you are basically withdrawing from the pension fund, then at that time, whatever tax rate is applicable, you will be paying for that. However, there's a condition, like if you are taking out money before your retirement age, for example, 59 years or 65 years, then you probably have to pay a 60% fees to the government, which is basically the penalty of premature withdrawal. So if you choose to have a pension paid out from the pension fund upon leaving Denmark and before retirement, you will be charged currently 60% in government duty. So we will see what are different kind of cases might happen for you if you want to basically opt for this scheme. In short, ordinary pension scheme is for someone who is going to basically reside in Denmark for a longer time, and along with that, the person also plans to retire in the same country, which is Denmark. So if you plan to settle here in Denmark, and along with that, you also have planned to retire in this country, then probably this is the best scheme because it has additional advantage, which we'll see. But one thing that you should be aware, for example, myself, I'm a PhD student, and if I want to leave Denmark after 3 years, then if I leave Denmark and I request for this fund, basically to transfer from the pension fund to my account, then they will charge me 60%. Plus, they will also charge their like the duty that is being paid by the fund manager. For example, each fund manager or each pension fund is basically charging you an annual fee, in that annual fees, you will be paying few krona according to their annual charges. And this is something that you're going to pay irrespective. Like even if you keep your fund in Denmark, then also it is being paid from your account. So in nutshell, ordinary scheme is for someone who is staying in Denmark for long and plan to retire in Denmark. This fund is basically opting for this fund is senseless if you are going to withdraw your all your money after 3 years, because if you withdraw this money, you'll be paying 60% in government duty or penalty. So if you choose to have your pension paid out from the pension fund upon leaving Denmark, and that is also before retirement, you'll be charged currently 60% in government duty. Coming to international pension scheme, which is most favorable for most of the expats or most of the international people. So pension contributions are taxed as salary when paid into pension fund, whereas pension payments at retirement as a main rule are not taxed. So you are basically paying tax beforehand. For example, let's say there is a pension money of 4,000, which according to your salary you are basically liable to pay 4,000 as a pension for your pension contribution, 4,000 krona. Then whatever tax rate is applicable for pension funds, it will be applied immediately. For example, 17% might be a tax rate. I'm not sure right now what is the tax rate for pension fund, but whatsoever is the tax rate, it's going to be applied beforehand, and you are going to pay this like immediately your at the time of your payout, salary payout. However, at the time of withdrawal of this money, you are not going to pay any taxes. So this is kind of a situation where basically let's say you are getting monthly salaries. You are not only paying tax on your salary, but also on pension. And then you are basically contributing this money in pension fund. So it's more or less uh, same as basically getting salary in your account or getting this pension paid in your account and putting money in some equity fund or ETF or some asset management companies. So pension contributions are taxed as salary when paid into the pension fund, whereas pension payments at the retirement, as a main rule, are not taxed. If you choose to have pension paid out upon leaving Denmark and before retirement, you will not be charged 60% in government duty. So this is the benefit here. So if you plan to, let's say after 3 years or 4 years upon finish of your PhD, if you plan to leave Denmark, then probably this is the best scheme to choose. For example, you are not only paying contributions in pension scheme, but you are not liable to pay this 60% tax if you are basically going to leave this country. So this is what the second pension scheme is about, which is called as international pension scheme. Uh, Third kind of pension scheme is basically not the pension scheme. It's like exemption from pension scheme. So your pension is basically paid out as salary. The major drawback here is the money that state is going to contribute. You are losing that money. For example, two-third of money is usually contributed by state if you're a state employee, and one-third is amount that you pay from your salary in pension fund. So the two-third amount you are going to miss if you end up staying in Denmark. So this is not at all useful in either case. Even if you're not living in Denmark, it's uh, it's not good. Like even if you're living in Denmark for 3 years and you're going to leave this country after 3 years, then also it's not good because the state contribution is something that you are going to miss uh, in this scheme. And whatever contribution you were supposed to pay, it is going to be credited in your account. So instead of a pension, the contribution is paid directly as salary and taxed as such. So basically, you are not only getting pension paid out as salary in your account, but you're also paying tax on it. So it's all in all no case or losing money case, you can say. This option does not include the same level of complementary insurances as previous schemes. So all your in nutshell, all your basically insurances, all kind of insurances and benefits are included in this pension scheme, in first pension scheme, which is the ordinary pension scheme. There are few inclusions, but it's mostly depicted as basically the mediocre level of pension scheme where you are sacrificing few of the benefits but still contributing to pension fund. And if you want to withdraw, you will be able to withdraw it easily. So this is all for this video. We will continue our discussion in next video. Thank you.